Welcome to Corvallis, Oregon. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll come out throwing on first down. Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After that last completion, it's second down. Quarterback keeps it. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Washington. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Unloads it left. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, there.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Makes a connection. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down.
And he'll step into the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And you know the line they kick around at Ohio State, Woody Hayes, forward pass, 2 of the 3 things that can happen are bad. Woody had dudes like this, he'd be spinning that magic bean all over this place.
You ain't lying. My, how times have changed. Now it is pass, pass, pass. Finding explosive playmakers like this on the outside. Get them the football.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Working that left side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third short, what they like third medium, third long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for room. It's downs. The Buckeyes want to move quickly. Back to the ground with the running back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 balls at the 18.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to...
And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26.
Great timing by the defense there. Obviously, the offense has the ball in the red zone, and you're trying to create a negative play to back them up. They do that with the sack, and if they're now going to try a field goal, it's going to be a little...
And the catch and run into Offense set on first down. Looking to throw, it's Washington. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Comes out throwing on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. He's going to run it. At midfield, he's got room. Can anyone catch him? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, it's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Line gets set, first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on any snap.
And it's such a good blend between such great offensive talent year after year after year that you see go to the draft, but also great play calling, great play design. They've always got it working, and you know this offense is always capable of hanging 40 points and making it look easy.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
It's second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run to the left. Oh, how did he make that move? He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. The offense set for a first down play. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Back to pass, it's Washington. They're bringing heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
He's moving out of the pocket, and he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice job by the defense. Though the quarterback was outside the pocket, they were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before half. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown. A first down for the offense. Using his legs, it's Clemens. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
To the ground. He's got it again. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but then he'll be a little short of the 1st down.
The wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes. And when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting 1st downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking down the middle. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it, offense.
That penalty moves the ball. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game,
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here, not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for one at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Army Black Knights, taking on the 3rd-ranked team, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Return begins inside the 10. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's looking to scramble. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. And the Black Knights will come to the line to crank up the tempo.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity.
It's a fumble. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And he drops back in the gun. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid game.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Tackle, but first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Using his legs on the scramble. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. 3rd down play for this offense. Can he get there on the ground? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Inside the 40. Inside the 20. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. Wow, what a play, a defensive score.
Well, an aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
Now the important point after attempt. PAT makes it 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's an out route, the catch made, and heads out of bounds after a decent gain. And the Black Knights will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle.
Yeah, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. The shotgun running play call. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And the Black Knights look to keep this drive moving. Quick pass, the catch is made.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the Black Knights will line up on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Rourke. Tackle made after just a short gain. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. He'll hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So here we go. 3rd down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got it near the end zone. And he can't quite get in. They get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. They'll try to run this one in. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Black Knights. Lining up to try the extra point. And it's up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Fresh set of downs to the offense. 1st down. Give it to the back. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. 2nd down, looking to throw it. looking for his big tight end. He pulls it in for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
That's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Took contact on the throw. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
Oh, my gosh. A drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Going to try to use his legs here. It's a nice wrap up there by the junior. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Lets it go quickly. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
Here comes the Eagles offense on the field. That last possession, they got stopped on fourth down in their own end. Let's see if they can get it going this time. It was a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense. They went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Deep shot caught inside the 25. They tackle him all the way down to the 15-yard line. This offense is knocking on the door now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
And this running back's going to show you he can be a receiver as well. He's just not back there running the football. Nice job of showing that versatility. Pulls it in and gets 6.
The extra point makes the lead 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Army offense onto the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. The Black Knights come to the line in the hurry up. Off play action, he's looking to throw. They pressure him and sack him, and he tackled inside the 10.
I'll be honest, Chris, I'm really surprised he's trying to get outside like this to try to make a play. He's not the fastest at all. I think he was just desperate to try to come up with a play, and man, it did not work out. That is a significant loss for the offense.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The sure hands, it's Rourke. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. How about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
And they've got him a sack to end the drive. What a play by this defense.
Why in the world would the offensive coordinator and head coach decide to go for it inside their own red zone? That's a peculiar choice for this offense.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the 1st quarter to establish the lead, the 2nd quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Remember, last time they went for it on 4th down and got stopped, and the opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. Nowhere to run up the middle.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. They'll hand it off. He's stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. Offense in hurry-up mode. The linebacker shifting around now. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
3rd down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
The pocket breaking down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. And the Black Knights come up to the line in the hurry-up. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. Pass caught, could he get in? And he steps out of bounds just short of the end zone. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Army. Kurt, they were backed up to start the drive. It's some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he stopped at the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Oh, the pass is picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Chris, I think I could hear him calling out blocks after that pick. Or was it the defensive coordinator next door up here in the booth? Either way, they were looking to score after coming up with that interception. The offense, if they did anything right, it was keeping him out of the end zone.
And there's the handoff. Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And now the running back's got it again. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights. Here comes the point after attempt. And there's the point after. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it just outside the goal line. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. The Eastern Michigan offense back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. And they heave it deep downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
You know, we're seeing more and more of this in college football. Guys in that slot that got the ability to get downfield vertically. It's a mismatch if you have the right guy. This time they get the matchup that they want, hit it for a big one.
The PAT is good, so it's a 7-point game, 28-21. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. And the Black Knights looking to use the up-tempo offense here. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Finds his man. It's Dowdell. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. Keeping it on the ground here. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there. And the Black Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the second effort there will earn him the first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Oh, what a move. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop it. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Army.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And he knocks through the PAT. The PAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with a touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Eastern Michigan's offense is back out there now. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Ball moves to the 37 on the gain. It's first down. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Extending the play now. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. Looking deep. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, that's going to go down as an incompletion, obviously. But I like that the quarterback showed his ability to escape. Broke loose from the pocket and put the ball on a string. But just wasn't able to come up with that completion.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on 3rd and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
On first down, it's play action. There's a shot toward the end zone. Oh, and it's incomplete. He flat out dropped what would have been a touchdown. Second down coming up now.
Chris, not only really good coverage here by the defense, but I love their awareness. That ball is in the air, headed to the end zone, and the ball is separated from the receiver with the contact.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. On third down, he drops to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And that throw is incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Meta's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Black Knights will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. On the move. They chase him down, but a huge play on the return. Very fortunate that wasn't brought all the way to the house. Just a bit more, and that's a touchdown. Here comes the Eagles offense on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Catch made on the out route. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, a really great job here with the quarterback and the receiver. This is all about timing. Quarterback gets back, no hitch in his delivery, gets the ball out in front of the receiver where he can run away from the defender for a nice completion.
Touchdown, Golden Eagles. And they go in front here in the second half. Conference championship on the line. This quarterback told us, this is my time to shine. This is my stage, Kirk. He is delivering.
Well, anytime you see a performance like this out of a quarterback, it's like the stars are in alignment. The quarterback's doing his job. The play caller is seeing the defense and putting them in a position to have success. And let's not forget the line and the receivers, the job that they're doing as well. It's a dream performance so far by this quarterback.
Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path, just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backup.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This offense is rolling at the moment. It's first down and 10. Linebacker's trying to confuse this offense now. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And he's going to launch it deep again. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Eastern Michigan offense back out on the field now. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Looking for a deep completion. Catch made down inside the 10. No stopping and takes it all the way. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. If you get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups, you take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Okay, so here comes the offense back on the field again. Using his legs, it's Rourke. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. And the Black Knights will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? And the run moves the ball up to the 33. No huddle here for the offense.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And the Black Knights will have first and 10 here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Getting set. Here's second down. And the same runner's got it again. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. Here we go, first and goal. A touchdown here gets them right back into this game. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. And the Black Knights come to the line with first and goal. We'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
It's a second and goal play for the offense.
Here we go.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights. And now they'll set up for the point after. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And they recover the onside kick. Looks like they've been practicing that one. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? The back's got it. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
That's an important first down on that running play. And now the running back's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down after that run on the previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's got it right near the end zone. And he steps out of bounds close to the goal line. Couldn't quite punch it in there.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this defense is being challenged. They're close to their own goal line, but how about this play? All 11 guys coming together. They stood firm. The result is a short loss for the offense. Nice job.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Ball sits at the 2-yard line for third and goal. Getting a little creative, trying to hand off to the wide receiver. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. So now on comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from 25 yards out. And it's a fake. It's flipped back to the kicker. He's looking to throw the ball. And that pass is going to fall incomplete. No surprise there. Took a shot, but the gamble doesn't work, and that decision will be questioned. The pass on the field goal try. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And the Black Knights hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The reception hits about 7 yards, but fourth down coming up here. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, that's exactly when you want to go to your little slot receiver, right? He gets a one-on-one matchup on fourth down, has all that room to work with in the middle of the field. Get him the football on fourth down, come up with a conversion, keep those sticks moving.
That one moves the ball across the 40. Offense getting set, second down play here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Dowdell. It's a big gain across midfield all the way to the 39-yard line. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's first and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's second and 8.
Well, the defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made over the middle. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Crucial third down play coming up. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. And the Black Knights starting a new series here on first and 10. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. They'll run it to the left. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. And the Black Knights come to the line to run the hurry-up. And here's the handoff. Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. Big opportunity for the offense to tie this game up in the fourth quarter. It's first and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Army. And they'll set up now for the extra point try. And the PAT is up and good, and we are all tied here in the final quarter. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Eastern Michigan's offense is back out there now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for a big play downfield. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Chris, that's his second touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to field it. And the returner is brought down. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Here comes a handoff. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. The sure hands. It's Dowdell. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking for the wideout. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that was close. Got just enough for the first down against that man-to-man coverage. Good awareness by the receiver to get past the sticks and move the chains.
And the Black Knights pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Second down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning now. Can this offense come away with a late comeback victory? Second down after that previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Makes a quick catch. And they pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25. The tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. Offense are going to keep this drive going into the red zone. It's third down and short. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
Oh, he just missed his receiver there on 3rd and short. Now you got to think in the 4th quarter, 4th and short, you got to try to cut into this lead. You might want to go for this here to keep thinking about 6 points.
Down by 7. They've got to convert here for a chance to tie this game. 4th down, drops back, looking to throw for it. Snags a quick throw. And he stops short. Huge play by the defense on 4th down. They will take over, protecting this lead. 1st down here for this offense. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Second and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. Play action fake, looking to throw. Lets it go on the move, launching deep. Picked off, a crucial turnover. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
They're going to run it here. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment for this important play. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
Ball handed off. He stopped him at the 22, but that's important breathing room on this drive.
And that's a big-time run right there. Back deep inside their own 10-yard line, but they found the soft spot in the defense and took off. I think they got caught looking for a pass defensively, and it burned them big time. Great job by this offense in taking advantage of what the defense gave them.
That run picks up 1st down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And it falls incomplete with just 6 seconds remaining to play.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. This offense really clicking. Well, the defense has had no answer for this pitch and catch combination. They are closing in on the conference championship.
You know, the receiver's coming up with a lot of these touchdowns, but I really want to focus in on this quarterback because he's making such good decisions with the football. He's finding his guy. They're moving him around, finding different ways to get him the ball, and I'd just love to see the quarterback. Anytime you're making good decisions and you're making accurate throws, you got a chance for a big game.